All right, everybody, good morning and welcome to a little bearish or bullish. I am getting very bullish on Bitcoin right now. All right, before we start every show, please know that this is never financial advice. This is only to be used for educational purposes only. These shows are recorded so that my followers can watch them as they please. Okay, they will be uploaded automatically after the show on my YouTube. All right, friends, we have a massive breakout coming in the Bitcoin area here, which will help bring up, obviously, a lot of the altcoins as well. So, without further ado, let's go over why Bitcoin is going to go bullish. Bullish. So, let's go over what my chart is showing here so that you know my indicators and everything going on. So I am using candlesticks for our chart pattern here for the SP. All right, time frames are up here. We're currently sitting on the daily side. I use moving averages. I use simple moving averages of, let's see here. Here's the 50 is the yellow, 100 day is the light blue, and 200 day being the purple. I use EMAs for my smaller time frames. So we've got 5 being the red, 10 being the green, and this dark blue right here is the 20-day moving average. Down here I have our RSI. So the thin line that fluctuates a lot is the RSI line. The black line is the moving average, okay? RSI moving average base right there. That's very important when we're going to go over. This middle one with the histogram is the MACD. I kind of just have it there just to kind of have it there. Not a huge fan of it. And then we have the stochastic, which is our momentum indicator, okay? So if you don't know how to use these right here, this is how it works. So our RSI and the stochastic are going to be our two main indicators, other than our moving averages up here, of course. So we have our RSI that dictates how hot a stock is running or how cold. So if you are above this line right here, 70% or higher, you are considered overbought. Okay, it means a lot of people are buying it. It needs to cool down, especially in a market like now. Okay, and especially being under the 200, that's bearish. You get near that line and people sell. Okay, wow, shocker. Okay, shouldn't come as a surprise, folks. Look, came up here and came back down. Follow that MA on the RSI right here, and you can see what happens. When this goes up, it means the price is going up. When it goes down, the price is going down. If it's going sideways, the price movement goes sideways or slightly in either direction, okay? If it goes back up, look, the price goes back up. Sideways action here, consolidation, and then it goes up. Boom, we're there. So now we're going sideways. If you follow the RSI as well, if it stays under here, under the MA as it's going down, look, the price goes down and it comes up and over. Boom, you get these. So we're going to get a nice punch up and over on the daily side today. And we can tell that from our momentum right down here. Oh, FYI, if it's below 30 right here, it's considered oversold. Doesn't mean to buy. It just means that it could be a very good opportunity to buy from there. Now, our stochastic indicator is massive, folks. Massive. Okay, RSI and stochastic together are what make this trading strategy so freaking easy. Okay, follow the RSI. RSI is too hot, it's going to go down. All right, follow the momentum. Same thing applies. I don't want you to think of this as oversold or overbought, but I'm just going to use those terminologies because it's very simple to combine both of these that way, okay? But this should never be used as overbought or oversold like RSI is, all right? Use RSI for that, okay? This is momentum, okay? This is what brings in the buying and the selling. If the sellers are falling out or the buyers are falling away, the momentum goes down, okay? When the momentum picks up, it means there's buyers coming back into the market. Okay. The range for the stochastic is 80 is the quote unquote overbought. Okay, that's the 70 range on RSI. And then we have the oversold range. RSI is 30. Here is quote unquote oversold range is 20. Okay, on this. Okay, in between we're in the go zone. Now I'm going to flip these so I can put these closer. So let's put the MACD down. Like I said, not a huge MACD fan. I just kind of have that on there for other traders to see what they're thinking as it comes across. All right, so we have this K and D line right here as they come together. Much like this RSI line right here, look at this nice straight smooth line right here. I don't want to confuse you by going anything other than just saying what the line actually is, okay? When this indicator falls down into the oversold, quote unquote, territory, okay, you're technically, they say, don't buy until it comes into the purple side, okay? Look what happens when it comes into the purple side. Momentum is shifting upwards, and look what happens to the price, okay? And it goes up, and look, RSI is going up as well. And look, now we're in the quote-unquote oversold territory, so when it leaves this, keep in mind this is on the daily side. Look, we cross down on this, okay? It crosses beneath it, and look what happens when you go down. Momentum has shifted. So the price goes down, all right? This can be used on any and all stock plays. This is why it is created as a momentum indicator, even coins. Okay, so look, goes back up. We get a brief little pop right here, okay? But soon as it goes beneath this, look at the trajectory of the D line here going down, okay? And now we get back into this kind of oversold territory. Now look, when it comes up and above, that's your buy signal. All right, obviously not financial advice. But as we go, look, momentum shifting up, and what do you know? RSI is going up, and what do you know? The stock price is going up, or in this case, a coin. All right. While it stays in this territory, that is good. We want that. That means that momentum is super high. Okay, we want it in that overbought territory. That means the stock is running. Yeah, that is a great thing. We want that. As soon as it leaves that area and crosses down, though, and both of these lines leave, that is your cue. Adios, amigos. All right, and look what happens. After that happens, it does not come back up into it, and then we've been chilling in here since. And guess what? Here we go again, folks. We came up out. We did that nice little bump. I'll show you why that happened, too, in a little bit. All right, we came back beneath it, so we're cooling off. Oh, hi there, friend. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, is that going to happen today? Oh, yes, that is going to happen today, too. Why I'm so bullish on a reversal here, folks. These two combinations working together are your friends, okay? Let me take away these moving averages for a second because they are a little distracting, and we'll go over those very shortly as well, okay? So, Bitcoin, all right, and any stock for that matter, traders are looking for signals, all right? I use an unorthodox method compared to a lot of other people, okay? I've come to find that it works for me, okay? You do what works for you, all right? I like to go along the lines of easier is better than trying to confuse yourself. This is the easiest method I've found, okay? I mean, look, we are going upwards. This is dating back to January, okay? We're making new highs and higher lows as we're coming up here, okay? Now, we broke down to this trend right here. We've had a lot of macro decisions in the market as we've gone, but keep in mind each one of these candles are daily. Look at this right here, this red line, okay? Look at, this is my support line drawn. Look at how it has bounced off of this area each time, and look where we're at today. Oh, shocker. People look for double bottoms, okay? That's their biggest indicator. And then they look for triple bottoms. That is like an all-time. We got a double bottom here, which led to a nice bump, okay? And now we're coming back for a triple that's going to send it up and away, all right? Now, I want you to look at this RSI. Look what that bump did. It hit this moving average. All right, it brought it up because the stock price went back up, which flattened this out. Now we come back beneath it, and now we'll come up again. And now what we'll do is something similar to this. Look, it got hit, flattened out, and now we come back up, and look what happens to the stock price. Okay, that's how this game works, folks. You can't do that when the momentum is super high here. So what do? You cool off the momentum. All right, cool it off, and now it crosses back up. You have this whole range to do. It is going to go up here, and it is going to attempt to break this 48K range over here, which is the 200 moving averages. So this is why people are bearish, okay? Because we're below the 200. So they say when you're below the 200, you're supposed to short. You're above it, you go long, kind of deal. Well, there's got to be reversals, okay? There has to be reversals of time. Bitcoin has come down over 50%, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. All right, they use Fibonacci's. So you take the highest high of the last point to the lowest low. Okay. There's your Fibonacci's right there. Let me get the... I also want to measure this for you all. Oh, there it is. Used to do on my phone of recent. Okay, so... All right, put it right at that line. 52.2%, it's already decreased. You're telling me that this thing is going to go down another 50% to 18K? Doesn't make any sense, okay? That's 100% over. Stupid. All right, we've hit our Fibonacci levels, and now we are sitting on going up from here. I actually really didn't mean to put that Fibonacci. This will be what I'm looking for once this keeps going. Look, we're at the 236 range right here, kind of bouncing over, trying to break through it right now. Okay, notice, look, we hit that 382 level right here. So to start a new trend, I'm looking for this level right here, 91,000 for Bitcoin on the next push. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, can it go higher? Absolutely. Okay, it could go up to these stupid numbers up here too. But this is the number I'm really looking for Bitcoin to start out its new push and to continue upwards. That's what people use. They use their Fibonacci's, and I'll show you what I mean about this on previous pullbacks. Okay. So let's look here. So let's take a Fibonacci from the high here to the low here. Okay. Boop. All right. So we're coming up. Look, it hit the 618 fib. All right, before it came back down and settled on this trend line. Now let's flop this to highs to here, lows to here. All right, it's literally going off these. So look, retrace back down. Look where we retrace back down. Here's a 786 level. Look where it's bouncing off of, right in this area right here. Okay, as we go up, clear indication, and the price is going up. We hit the 786 fib, and we're going to continue to go up from there. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, folks. We're at a triple bottom right now. Okay, it's going to take some time. All right, but look, we've got to wait on these daily candles. They don't just, pop up, and I'll show you why and what we're going to see in the moving averages here and why it's going to do that. But look, 1, 2, and now 3. That's a triple bottom, which means bulls are going to take control. We're going to come up on through this RSI stochastic. Momentum is going to come up, which brings the bulls in to buy. People that like MACD, it's going to cross up and do all this lovely things. Now look, we got rejected because this is how I think of things when we're falling down, okay? When this is falling, these are resistance lines when you're beneath them, okay? And they're very strong resistance. This represents 50 of whatever time frame you're on. So if I'm on the hourly, this is 50 hours, this would be 100 hours, and this would be 200 hours, okay, to affect that, the price change, okay, within that. Now in the days, put it in days, this is 50 days, 100 days, and 200 days. So people are selling into those resistance because they're like, oh, they can't break this. They're not going to do it. They don't have enough strength to do it. Well, guess what we've been doing, folks? All right, look, we hit it, came above it, came back down, did it again. We're zigzagging up and down, and look what happened to this. We stopped the fall that was happening and how we were under here. Now the same thing applies to the 100-day. Look, when we did this, we were doing the 50 the first time. Second one, look what we did. We did it to the 100. So look, we came up, we hit the 200 this time. All right, and coming back down. Guess what's going to happen now, folks? They're all flat, so we're going to come up above them all on the next run around. I don't know why people are making this so difficult and being like, oh, the trajectory of this thing is going here and there. No, let's dumb it down and make it super simple. We stop the downward trend on the daily. These are daily candles. It takes a long freaking time for this to happen. We have made higher highs and higher lows on this path. We have corrected the 50-day moving average. Then we hit the 100, corrected that. We broke both of those. We found resistance here. All doing this in a macro downtrend because of the Fed. Okay, they can keep blaming it on what they want, but look, we've held this ground and continue to make higher highs and higher lows, and look where we're at right now. We are ready to bounce off of here and then come through here and break through here. Are we going to break through it the first time on the 200? I don't know. I really don't know. I would like to think so, yes, because then you'll have the, oh my gosh, trouble tops. Oh no. But guess what? We'll hold this area if we didn't anyways, and then we'll break it through there. So, Bitcoin breakout's coming. This doesn't happen overnight, folks. It's not like, oh man, this guy's calling for this 91,000. It's going to happen this week. No, folks, it takes a while. These are daily candles. It takes months. That's why it's been taking so long. Look at this trend. Months, folks. Look, the uptrend started in July. Then we hit here. We came back. They're like, oh no, Bitcoin's falling down at the end of September. Oh, wait, and it just shoots up some more, okay, to November. These are long time frames. Look at the last descent that we had. Okay, we're talking about April 15th, 2021. We came down and Bitcoin's all dead. It's over. Oh, June. Okay, April to June. Okay, and then we didn't even hit bottom until July. So April, May, June, July. Count up your months, folks. All right, same thing applies here. All right, so here we are in January, and we're actually going upwards. Let's do it. Let's go up. All right, so I believe that we continue to go. It all depends on volume, right? So we have to track volume, all right? Look at these volume spikes. Massive downturn going through here and everything. Now, let's look at volume over the last couple days and today, all right? So, obviously, we hit here on April 20th. Look at the volume. Volume's located right here on my chart, by the way. All right, let's go over it. All right, let's start from here first, okay? 13,000, okay? 10,000. Then we had a sell-off of 14.6, 17, 16.8, and yesterday, 7, almost 7. Well, we've been dropping so hard, and people have been, selling into it by, 14 and a half, 15 basically, 17, and then 17 again, and then we only had 7 volume. Why didn't we fall any further? It's called strong support, folks. And wait, we're green. We're green today, and we only have 3.3 thousand right now. And the candle closes in 9.5 hours, and we don't even have half of this volume yet. And why isn't this falling? It should be shorting right now. It's seller exhaustion, folks. We're bottomed. Look, this momentum is all the way down here. It's been down here forever, okay? When people buy, they buy based on hype, okay? When there is no fear and everybody tells them, buy, 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 because everybody's buying, okay? There are cycles, okay? You have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, okay? Phase 1 is the accumulation phase. Let's go back on this on this past, okay? So you have this accumulation phase, then phase 2 is this uptrend phase, okay? So we're still in an uptrend, folks. We're still going uptrend. Then we have phase 3, which is the distribution, where we kind of go sideways at the top here, all right? And then phase 4, we have what we call a downtrend, and you go down, okay? Now we have this accumulation phase, and now I predict that we have this phase where we go uptrend and then we do the same thing. All right. So that's what I believe that we will see. All right. That's my thoughts in this whole process of Bitcoin and going. Now let's go back to these. I'm gonna help you see my short-term indicators and what I like to see. Okay. Now these lesser time frames aren't as important to me as daily. Okay, that's why I got on that guy for Jasmine. Okay, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna go down, blah blah blah." Well, folks, no, you're gonna temporarily come back. You're gonna find that support and come back up. The thing's beaten down 96%. All right, so look at this. Here is a perfect example, and I'm going to show you on lower time frames because it happens a lot more. All right, a golden cross is when the the 50 comes over the 200, okay, and it goes upwards. Okay, look, the price goes up. That's what people look for. Death cross is opposite, comes down and below. Okay, look what's incoming. Okay, but first we need to stop this 200 from falling, and we need to change the direction so it's going upwards. We don't want it to continue to go down. It's just going to bounce. This is used as resistance. Watch, boom, bounced off of it. We're still hitting it. Boom, we hit it again. What do you think is going to happen again? Boom, we're going to hit it again. We fall each time. That's fine. Okay. All right. That's why we have support. Okay. So once this flattens out, we can break it and come above. That also plays a figure in higher time frames. But look, that was a 200 on the 15-minute. Now we're on the 30-minute. Look, that's the 100 on the 30-minute. And we go to the hourly, and that's the 50. Okay, so a lot of people use the hourly to trade. So that's why it's going to take a little bit longer. Is it going to leak down some? Sure, I get it. All right, and it comes up. But look what happens on our short-term moving indicators. So I'm going to hide our long-term. These are our EMAs, friends. Okay, let's look back at the hourly because I like the hourly a lot more. Okay, look what happens. Keep in mind, red is 5. This turquoise is 10, and 20 is the blue. Okay, when they are falling, okay, and the higher numbers on top, that's bearish. Look, okay, what you want to do is you want to stop the fall, stop that red, and then you want to bring it up and above. Okay, there's probably some type of MA blocking it right here, but when the lower number is on top and the higher number is on bottom, that means where you go up. Look how it got blocked right there, going through, but still working out. All right, look, that was to stop the fall of the 20. Okay, look, stops. Okay, now look, we got over. There's probably a moving average right there that blocked it. That sent it back down. Okay, going through. Every time it crosses, though, look what happens when all three of them are there. Beautiful. But once, see how they try to drop it right here below it? Support. And then it comes back up, and then look what happens again. And now look where we're at again. Consolidating right here. And we know that's there because we're just waiting for the 50 moving average to come through here. The 200 is the hardest one to stop. Okay, let's take a zoom out real fast. We're on the hourly, so you all can see. Last time we were above the 200, all right, the SP, let's go. We were right here. So April 3rd of 2022, we were sitting at $47,000. Once we came beneath that, it's been all downhill since there. Look at this downfall. Woo! Guess what we did? We brought the SP up. Bulls did. Stopped the fall, and now it's flattening out. It's very hard, very long process. And as it comes out, we flatten this out, and we bring these all up, and we start another run. All right, let's bring it back. Look at the other side so you can see what it did in the past. Okay, look at what we did here. Okay, this is way back, way back. All right, so here's the hourly. Okay, so look, we had a high of 45,000. Okay, drop below, but look, the 200 is still going up. And then when it falls down, look, we were at 43,000. And look, going down, going down, going down. All right, what happens? You break it, you come above, you stay above, it lasts longer, and look at how this is correcting itself. And look, you go back on a bull run, okay? So, that's what we're doing now. And then we go back up, okay? That's literally the process. So right now, we are just waiting, okay, to get the 200 on the 15 minute, the 100 on the 30 minute, and the 1 hour is the 50 MA. As soon as we flatten those out, we'll break those, and that's when we're going to start our ascension. Okay, let's look at a really high time frame here. Okay, all this process that we've been doing since February has been stopping the downtrend of the 200 moving average. Look, hit it, broke above it. It's starting to come up. So what's going to happen again? Breaks above. Each candle's 8 hours. Takes a long time. Let's go to the 12 hour. Look at what we did again, folks. Stopped it. Stop it. Came across it. Oh. Next time it breaks, boom, it goes. All right. So that's what we're waiting for. Let's go to the daily. All right. It's flat as of now. We need to make a push up. We don't want it to come down. So what's going to happen? Bulls are going to come in, hit it, and then whoo. Weekly side. This is where it gets juicy. Okay. Now, we have support. Nobody's talking about it at 35,784, which is the 100-day moving average. But as you can see, it's continuing up in this uptrend the whole time on the weekly side. Okay. The weekly obviously takes a week to make one candle. It finishes today. A lot of people are waiting on that today. Look at where we're going. We bounce off this trend line. Boom, we go to new highs. Okay. This is a great one to see the Fibonacci's from because it's just easier to look at. So you take the Fibonacci here. You go from the high to the low. All right. See where we got here? 618. So then let's pop this bad boy over. Oops, did it upside down. All right, we continue the top, 168. Look what it hit. Boom, in there. So then we'll come up here. We'll bring that to the low. All right, beautiful. And now look where we're sitting. 786. Bounced off the trend line coming through. Come over. All right. So you're finding resistance right at there. So what we want to do is we would break above there and come upwards. So then we would bring this down here. All right. So look, we're trying to break up and through. Okay. So sitting on a couple fibs. All right. Sitting right here. Boom. Going up. All right. Let's get into our coins real fast. Okay. So our coins are Jasmine. And I'm only going to do the daily on these because I don't really have time. Okay. Let's go back. Let's bring it down. Okay. All-time high, 36 cents. We come back down. It has drifted under the short-term moving averages. Look what happens when they break in that order I was telling you about. Breaks over, hits the 50 from stopping it falling, gets stopped out here, falls back down beneath it, finds support. Okay. Now the 50 is flat. What are we going to do again? Boom. Come back down and then go. All right. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at these crosses. 5, 10 over 20. Look what happens. They go down. Look what happens. About to go back up. You know what's happening. Okay. Easy peasy. IOTX. Same thing. Let's go to the daily. All right. All-time highs. 50 cents. Okay. What we got here, falling beneath this, flattening out. Okay, finding consolidation. So all you're going to look for is this to stop falling, break it up just like this, goes up, gets rejected, comes back up, gets rejected, comes back here, goes on for its next run. This takes time, folks. All right, shipping. All right, getting really close. Look when they cross, they bring it up. All right, stop the 100 fall here, stop the 50 fall here, gets rejected at the 200, comes back down. So we'll wait for this 50 to get closer, and then boom, we'll do the same thing here. That's the 8 hour, excuse me. But yeah, same principle. All right, daily, look, spikes up, hits the 50. All right, coming back down. All right, going to do it again, come through. All right, spikes back up and goes. Rec, it's the weekly. As you can see, the weekly's popping up here. All right, come on, come on, come on. All right, so look, below the 50, crosses up, breaks it, finds resistance at the 200, and gets knocked out by the 50 or the 100 here, but still gets a nice little push. Falls back below. The 50 has stopped sliding. We'll wait for these smaller term, short-term indicators to come, and then we'll make another push, break through these two, 50 in there, head back more flat here. We could definitely make a push up. Okay, from rec looks good. Okay, IGEX. All right, this one, I'm going to do daily, weekly, monthly for the OTCs. All right, so here we go. All right, above the 200, okay. Momentum is shifting upwards. That is what you want to continue this up. Look how this is still hanging high on the RSI. Very good. Now, weekly side of things, just as good. Finding support at the 50 right here, bouncing off of here. Follow momentum. All right. But look, it's above all these resistances. That's what you want to see for a big breakout. That's what pushes it. That's the monthly side. ICOA, easy peasy lemon squeezy, folks. Look, one, two, triple bottom. All right, so let's go to daily side. All right, so yep, 1, 2, 3. Look, 50s has stopped from falling. Now we've got the 100 coming up. It's a triple. We'll get some good force. It's all close enough, and we'll break out of that. Look, from the weekly perspective, still getting that triple bottom. All right, once that breaks through here, this will flatten out and bring this 5 up and over. We know that this could break up and through based on the daily. CYBL, one of the best looking charts out there. I think it does come back on the daily here just because of the momentum. And, well, actually, no, I'll take that back. It can definitely keep going. Just keep an eye on the RSI. It'll come back in a little bit. I just think it's got to find support on this 200 here. So it probably push up a little bit more, come back, set on the 200 before its next push. But look, it's above resistance. Oh, that's a 4-hour. Duh. All right. Here we go. All right. So that's the weekly. Obviously, you can see the weekly. Look at that push right here. Look at the change. Look at everything here. It's beautiful. All right. Monthly, same thing. No resistance. It's above it all. It's making these huge pushes upward. This is why CYBL is a no-brainer. All right. So here, this is what I think and why we get a pullback here. Look, momentum's kind of shifting down, but still it's hanging out around here. Let's see where this RSI kind of goes. I still think that, it's showing here. Let's see where the support, it's been using the 20 all the way up, so it probably comes back to, 196-ish. See if it continues to go up before, and see if it breaks it and can hold there. You got to keep an eye on the daily RSI, but overall, you saw the weekly and the monthly. That's what I'm going off of. Huge. All right, ENZC, okay? There's so many points here. That this is going to come back. All right, it's got a massive trend line here. Let's see. All right, if this bounces off of this area right here. What I am going off and why I think this turns around is soon as this crosses up and both of these come up on the RSI, you can see the momentum is shifting upwards. Those come into that purple area. This will create momentum and bring these up to knock these moving averages. I'm not saying this is going to blast off immediately, but it's going to go. You can tell on the hourly here, all right, based on this nice bullish green candle, all right, once these short-term moving averages get really close, look, we're turning up on the RSI momentum, or MA, and we've already broken through. MACD's crossing up, and look, we're just waiting on this signal right here to cross up on the stochastic and bring it up and through. All right, so if we look at the daily side of things, it obviously has some time before it really takes off because there's just too much of a gap in between here, okay? Look what happened here. Came all the way up, rejected here, but what it needed to do was find support right here, and you would have been able to make a nice push. Instead, it fell back down. All right, so what we're looking for on the daily side of things, so we want to get this RSI MA to start turning back up. Stochastic momentum will turn back up, and we're really, really close to finding something there as well. Buying at the 200-day moving average of the weekly is a steal, especially with, look at these bounces right here in prior pass. Okay, we want this momentum to come up, and this will bring up the MA for the RSI as well. All right, and then our monthly side, look, we're sitting on the 50-day moving average right now. All right, at support, this is going up. We want to, if we bring this monthly up and over, this creates a new run. This brings the stochastic. We want to wait until this comes up and over on the monthly side of things to see this going. Okay, so a lot of information in only 38 minutes. Highly suggest going rewatching all of this. The biggest takeaway I want you to take away from this, all right, one, not financial advice, but the biggest takeaway I want you to see here is this easy method that I am literally handing to you. Guys, I've been studying for over a year, and I mean like every freaking minute of every day since there. We're talking about like waking up 3 a.m., looking at my phone, and what did I do? What would I do different here? Going through different methods. This wasn't just like, oh, hey, I saw this, and yeah, this is kind of going. No, this has been a year plus in the process, okay, and why I've seen these things coming, okay? Remember, daily, weekly, monthly are your true turnarounds if you're looking for those big kind of gains out of there, and you're looking for this RSI to go upwards, okay? So here's Bitcoin. All right, look, stochastic is momentum. RSI, okay, is you're oversold, overbought, but the trend of where the SP is going. So when this black line and this purple line's on top of there and they're both going up, stochastic's going up, look, price is going up. Keep in mind, opposite happens, same thing, sideways, you're getting sideways action. So look, we just stopped the downtrend on that last bump and we come back up and again and we pull this up. Guess what's going to happen, folks? We're going. And look, we're crossing over here. Hey, remember when I started this and it was at what, 37,000 or 39,300? And I told you we're waiting on the 200 MA on the 15-minute. We're waiting for the 100 on the 30-minute, and we're waiting for the 50 on the hourly, folks. Look what's happening. I mean, I can't make this shiz any easier. Literally, look what's happening. Turning up, turning up. That's why I'm saying MACD is kind of pointless. Yay, cool. No, it's there, but it shouldn't be used the way that everybody praises about it. Now look what we got going on here, folks. Same thing's happening, and then hourly. Look, same thing's happening here. So remember, once these three cross up together over this, that's when we get a real big push. That's why there's a lot of buyers coming in. You're going to get a lot of short sellers covering, because you'd be an absolute moron to hold, because you're going to lose money, because we're about to hit 40K in the next couple minutes probably, let alone hours. We're going to, excuse me, make our way up towards this. But you just got to keep in mind, we don't go straight up. We have to build these support levels so we don't fall straight down. So look, you get this huge, massive push to break it, and then you consolidate. And then look, it uses the 10 EMA as support, and it goes to the next level. Okay, that's what we're working on here. Okay, so we're just at the beginning. Look, we're just at the beginning of these crosses. This is going to be huge bullish. We're going to have a massive breakout in Bitcoin starting today. Look, we're starting to break through right now. RSI came right over the moving average. All right, and then the stochastic, which is our momentum indicator, is bringing up. All right, I see a couple of you just joined in. This will be live on my YouTube page. Recorded on my YouTube page. Will be uploaded as soon as I end the show, which is in any minute, because I want to keep it as short as possible. I went over my buy signals. I went over the moving averages, RSI, and stochastic. And seriously, the easiest way you can see a stock or a coin reversing, okay? All we were doing was waiting for this to get close enough and to stop it falling to break it through, and it's gonna happen. Keep in mind these are hourly candles. We're sitting at 15 minutes until this goes live, and then boom, you're gonna see Bitcoin break 40K here very soon. Okay, keep that in mind. Jasmine, look, pumping up. As soon as it breaks this 50 and goes up, it's gonna hit here. I'm expecting it to go through, kind of get rejected and come back down, kind of deal, before it really blast off, because you're talking about using a lot of momentum and everything of that nature. Can it do something stupid? Absolutely, folks. That's what we're here about, especially Bitcoin, when Bitcoin goes nuts, okay, and goes up. And look, we just had this 200 pop up today on the daily, so we're definitely going to find some resistance at the 7.5 level eventually before we kind of go. So maybe this is what we do. See right here where we went up and we punched up to the 100. Look, we also punched the 50 up here as well, and then we came back, cooled off. We're going to do the same thing, but I believe we'll do it up to the 200, but then we'll come back down and we'll find support right here at the 50 and the 100 before we make our next big ascension. All right, we're talking about a coin that is down 96%. Look, how I know that, you take the measuring tool, trading view, boom, bring it down to the lowest low. Actually has to go down a little bit lower, but look, almost 97%. All right, people aren't going to let these things go to zero. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, now look what we did. Punched it higher, low. That's how we know we're on to something. Okay, and then we go boom, and then we make a higher high above this one, and then we make a higher low once we come back down, and then boom, we ascend, folks. Lastly. Um, See, this is where we get some resistance as well, okay, at the 20. But look what happens. These are very bullish indicators. This is a bullish engulfish candle right here. Okay, look, we got this is weekly candles. Keep in mind, it takes a whole week. So look, these are short-term indicators falling on the weekly side of things. We knocked that out. Look how it's flattened out here. We're at resistance. The weekly candle gets finished today, which means we're going to get this, in my opinion, right here on the week. Probably go up to here, maybe wick through it before coming back, and then boom, making that ascension. So super exciting stuff, all right? That's why I'm so bullish on this. Look, stop the fall, okay? Create a new high, okay? Create a new higher low. This is your old low, so this creates your new support right here, okay? So that puts it at 18, okay? And then we go back up, creates a new high above this. All right, we come back down right about here at the 3 area. That creates a higher low, new higher support, and then we go on. Don't forget, we have this 200 right here that just popped up today. So we'll hit this, create that one, and then that's the blast off. Keep in mind, these are daily, weekly candles. It's not like craziness, but we're still talking about, what are we at right now? 25, okay? Where are we at on the weekly resistance? It's 5 something. So that's already double your money right there if it goes there. Okay, just hitting that is double money, over double money. And then look, this up here, that's triple at current price. Okay, and keep in mind, hits it. People sell the resistance, comes back down, rebuys down here, comes back up, and we just follow these short-term moving indicators as they go. Look, lastly, before we go, this is what we're keeping an eye. 5, 10, 20 EMAs on the daily. Okay, once they cross above each other, look what happens. Okay, they're going to find resistance at these higher EMAs. They cross beneath each other. Look what happens, but look what's coming in. Okay, so just be patient. All right, this is why I laugh at people that tell me, "Oh, it's not going to happen." You're a moron. Okay, you're a moron. Look what's happening right here. Once you get above these 50 moving averages, and then the 100, and then the 200, that's where they really ascend. Most people won't even buy until it's over the 200 because they're idiots. And look at the profit that you can make in between on a lot of these on the way up there. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, and I just want you to see. This is the daily side. Look at the daily side of Bitcoin. Okay, they don't really get together really tight until occasionally when they're already brought up. Okay, so what's going to happen here is here's the daily candle close here. We'll flatten this out and then boom. So tomorrow most likely is a big day. This weekly candle shuts out for Bitcoin. Look, buy, hit the top, back, seller exhaustion, basically a doji almost. Okay, so they're rejecting below the support level here. which means we'll come up and then blow the top. Remember, keep an eye on the RSI on the weekly. This thing comes up and it brings it up. Oh, sorry, RSI is right here. Look how we stopped it, flattened it out, stay above here. We bounce up and go above. Stochastic, that's our weekly momentum indicator right there, okay? So that shows us when buying's happening. Look it, when it's above and it's going up, price goes up, okay? When it's going down, okay, the price goes down. This crosses up and goes up, it's bullish, okay? So follow the the RSI MA, okay? That's a black line right here. This is the RSI. Look what happens when the RSI is above it and it's going in an upwards trajectory, all right? Look what happens when it goes down. We're flattened out here, so this comes back up. You get the picture, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, I'm done. You can go through it, watch it from the beginning. I go right off the bat on the easy signals. Make sure you get it.